I don't like the way my... Okay, I just made it worse. I thought I was going to make it better. I don't know. But I am back with another one. I woke up today a beautiful mess, and I decided to get on camera a beautiful mess. Still beautiful, baby. Anywho, you guys, this sequel is going to be the Kris, Kreemer, and Lisanne Froon story. Okay, you guys, disregard how I look, disregard the hair. Um, still beautiful, periods, periods. But no, we're going to get into this story. Me personally, you guys know, as I stated in my last video, we're going to start these crime scene stories. I do have this one open to where you guys can comment. A lot of people was writing me personally, sending me their stories to do. This was the first story sent, so this is the first story that I'm going to do, okay? So basically, this story, I'm going to jump right into it. Basically, this story was about two girls. I don't want to say they was college students. Um, and the two girls were basically going on a hike. Um, the two girls never returned from this hike. Okay. They were friends. I believe there were two Caucasian girls, doing their hiking thing. And I know prior to, there was speculations, because there was a guide, a tourist guide, and there was a masculine tourist guide, and supposedly this guy, um, it was a lot of different rumors about this guy. I don't want to say if they were true or not. I didn't do much digging into him, but they were speculations on he possibly could have killed the two girls. So basically what happened is they went hiking. Um, they left like a week early. They didn't have enough water and food to be gone for a whole week. When they did become missing and the mothers could not find them, they called the law enforcement. At this time, they were in Panama. It's like a country far out. Government is kind of tricky. So here nor there, it took them like 4 days to find the girls, right? So, the parents are like, they never came back. The dog returned. I think they took the dog on a hiking trip with them, and the dog returned, but they did not. And that's when it was like, okay, what the is going on? Where's my daughters? Like, what's going on? They were supposed to go to a hike. We ain't heard from them since. Now, during this hike, during the investigation, they're missing now. There was a lot of different things to come up. So they were able to find first one of the girls' backpacks. They found the backpack, or a bystander brought the backpack to them and said that they found it on the side of the river. But the backpack was completely dry, you guys, completely dry. So they're like, okay, it's not like she fell into the river, because it would have shown at least stains or something, like it was wet, like the backpack was wet or there was some water, something, when something get drenched, you will be able to tell. Nothing, it was dry. They were folded neatly. It was like two bras and a couple things in there, but everything was neatly put in the backpack, right? So then we're gonna fast forward, girls still missing. I believe by this time they find the other girls' things. Things folded up, everything's in there. There's only like a half a bottle of water or something. Mind you, they were gone for over 8 days. You can't go that long without water, right? Especially in the heat and while you're hiking. Like, it's even worse. So bam, they're like, where are the girls? Where are the girls? Now, let's fast forward. Remember the dude, the guide. So there were speculations about the guide now, because I guess prior to the girls going on their hiking trip, it was a guide who basically asked the girls, the guy, y'all know how guides do, but they turned the guy down and was like, no, we don't want to spend the night at your house, because the guy was basically saying like, oh, you can stay the night at my spot or whatever. And so they basically was telling the guy no, but they still agreed to have the guide them on the hiking trip. I guess the guide goes to their house and they're not there. They're already, they tell the guide, the people at the house tell them, oh, the girls already left. They went on a hiking trip without you. You know, they went on and did their thing. So I guess the guide went after them or whatever. By this time, the girls are already missing. The guide supposedly never sees them. He was questioning. He helped with the search. He helped with the investigation and so forth. Okay, you guys. Um, Now, there was a lot of different speculations. They basically ruled the case. I think it was like accidental death, or like, you know, they were saying like an animal got them, and the way that the pictures were looking, because they finally found the girls' remains. That's what I forgot to say. So now we're gonna fast forward. They're doing a search. They're doing a search. The guide actually finds some of the girls' remains. Okay. Um, And so basically, they were putting a lot of speculations on the guy, but you know, they didn't have anything to prosecute him or say that he was the one who did anything. There was no evidence. They did find some fingerprints on the backpack, but there was no evidence. I mean, I don't think they really did much from that. I don't know what happened in the investigation, or if the fingerprints was like, you know, people who were never seen by them, they couldn't link them or what. But there were other fingerprints on the backpack as well, but they couldn't do anything with that either. So basically, they just ruled the case as accidental death. It was an accidental death. There was a lot of different speculations, you know, people were like, no, no, you know, and it's hard. It's very hard for a family to basically, when you hear someone pass away, you know, I don't want to say we like to blame, but we have to put it off on something, right? It either has to be an illness, somebody had to kill them. We don't never really want to think like supernatural type of things, or shit, they killed themselves, or, you know, things like that. Like, we never really want to go towards those things as family, and that's definitely understandable. So there was a lot of different speculations behind these girls' deaths, of not returning from their hike. So someone brought me the story, and I wanted to dig in deep. And when pulling for them, I got a 3-card spread. I wanted them to keep it a little simple for me. I got a 3-card spread with this at the bottom of the deck. Kind of similar to Kanika's story with this one at the bottom of the deck. This gave me that they become lost on their hike. So y'all know how we as colored people, we always make our little jokes, and we be like, you know, the white people crazy, they be trying to do, you know, all this other different stuff. I hope no one takes any offense to it. We get real over here on this channel, so if you're triggered, my channel just may not be the channel for you. But here nor there. Y'all know I'm getting the energy. They was like, they just wanted to venture off. They wanted to venture off. And that's what I'm getting here. They wanted to venture off, and they've become lost in their venturing. They become lost, and this, we're here with the 2 of Swords. It was a lot of confusion. It was a lot of they were lost, to the point where I just picked up on the energy. They started to argue with each other, started to become frustrated with each other, you know, not having water. They're lost on this hike. One is like, we should have brought the guide. One is like, we should have, you know, they're going back and forth. This is them doing their journey. They're hiking. They got the things, you know. As they're going on this hike, I'm getting things started to become heavy for them, right? It started to become a burden. It started to become just a lot. So they're like, shit, they become too far now. You know, at first they were having a little fun. It was the daytime, you know. But once it got dark, they weren't thinking clearly, you know. Here with the two of swords here, they weren't thinking clearly. They weren't using their brains. That's what I'm getting. They just wanted to venture off. They just wanted to feel free, right? They just felt free. And this freeness led them to becoming lost. This freeness led them to becoming lost. Couldn't see. It was dark. I'm getting the energy. It got really, really dark. They couldn't see. They didn't think things through. I heard my flashlight. The flashlight died. Phone was dying. And now they're lost. The police felt them. The police definitely felt them. the police felt them because it took them 4 days to go in and start searching for them. Took them 4 days to go in and start searching for them, y'all. So anywho, my bad, I got text messages. This kind of threw me off from a reading, but it took them 4 days to come and search for them. So I'm getting that the energy I'm hearing, like the police felt them, like they're putting it off on the city and on the like on the city police, like the bullshit police, like they felt them. Like if they would have went out there when they first got that call, they would have been able to find them girls before they did what they did. Okay, so I am gonna let you guys know what this card is showing here. There was speculations, and I think they rooted as like accidental, or I want to say they said that animal got them or something like that. But I'm picking up the energy that they actually killed themselves. I want to say day 8, day 7, day 8. They it was too much for them. They were lost. They didn't have any food. They didn't have any water. They couldn't find their way back. Somebody fell. Somebody fell and hurt their leg. The other one was scared, started to panic. And it just got to the point where it was a suicidal death. They committed suicide. They couldn't take it anymore. They were lost in the woods. As you see, she's lost. She couldn't be found. They didn't have the light. They had no light. They couldn't see. They couldn't see where they were going. But they are definitely free. They're definitely free right now, and they're watching over, all of their loved ones. Yes, yes. But I'm getting that they couldn't find the light. They couldn't find the light. So with that being said, I'm gonna ask a few questions with my rods, and let you guys know that they committed suicide. Basically, let's see. We're gonna see who went first out of Kris, Kreemer, and Lisanne, Froon, and get a little deeper. But I am getting the energy that they went off on this hike. They got lost. It got dark. They had absolutely no freaking service. Upon leaving, they called and it worked. But when they went down deeper, so that was the reason for them feeling safe to go down, because when they made a attempt call, to make sure they can reach the if anything happens. So it worked then, but as they went deeper, and it got daytime, nighttime, and they actually needed them, the phones, it was no service. It was absolutely no freaking service. And I'm hearing it was no service. They panicked. They was scared. Just imagine 8 hours in the dark. I'm hearing. Just imagine 8 hours in the dark. You can't see. You're in the wilderness. You don't know your way back. And they just lost it. They panicked. I'm hearing panicked. So just be mindful of panicking, you guys. They panicked, okay? They definitely panicked. We're going to ask a few questions with my rods. I like to bring out the rods here for you guys to see. Alrighty, Kris, Kreemer. Do you mind showing me the answer yes? Do you mind showing me the answer yes? They're shy. It's okay. It's okay. No one's connected with you guys from the other side, huh? Thank you. Thank you. Were you guys murdered in the woods? No. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Did the guide kill you guys in the woods? Heavy no. Heavy no. Heavy no. Okay. Did the guide even offer to take you guys to his house? That was speculations. Speculations. Okay. So they're shy. They're very shy. Even when I was asking them questions off of the camera, I had to ask them like a couple times. Um, so we'll see if they wanna. Do you guys want to answer questions for them on camera? No, you guys don't. Okay, I'm not gonna force you guys. I'm not gonna force you guys. Okay, they don't want to answer questions. I kind of felt that energy. Um, that they didn't want to answer questions on camera. They're ashamed. They keep putting, okay, they're ashamed. They're ashamed. They're ashamed. I felt that, ooh. Y'all don't have to be ashamed. Y'all don't have to be ashamed. I heard someone say, I let my family down. I let my family down. I don't want to force it. I don't want to force it. I don't want to force it. If you guys aren't comfortable, I don't want to force it. I don't care. She said, people gonna think you crazy. It's okay. I don't want to force it. Um, it's like I smell iron. Smell iron. I don't know why. Um, but they're sorry. Damn. They're sorry. They're sorry. They're sorry. I'm getting that it was a cliff one jumped from or fell from. I'm hearing they said, you weren't stupid. They said, we were just so stupid. We were just so stupid. You weren't stupid. You weren't stupid. Yeah, one hit their head really, really bad. One, it was head traumas. But when I asked off of the camera, they admitted, like at first they was, and now I'm understanding why the rods and why they were doing what they were doing, because of the energy. So when when our passed over loved ones, they still hold energy, right? And they can still feel like remorse, sad, and so forth. And they were just very hard on themselves, very hard on themselves. I'm getting very hard on themselves. They started to argue instead of being there for each other. They started to stress each other out even more in the wilderness down there, while they were there. And they're sorry. They're just so sorry. They were just so stupid. But no, it wasn't the plan. I'm like, so that was the plan for y'all to go out there? And no, it wasn't the plan. They were literally just going on a hike. They just wanted to hike, just go clear their minds and just free themselves. It was just to open themselves up. And it was their last hike into the world. And now they're free. They definitely are free now. They definitely are free. But I'm getting the energy that they're still trying to find that light. I'm getting the energy that they feel free, but they're still trying to find the light. So I think the energy of just being in the spiritual realm is like a feeling of just free, of just release. Because it leads me to basically how they have all the baggage, and it's like all the baggage is just released. Like, so they do want their, anyone who knew them or whether you feel for them, that they are free, and they are free of the baggage of the being, held down, but they're still ashamed of what they did. With the Two of Swords and the Two of Pentacles, it was two of them. That's crazy. Didn't even realize that. The Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles, it was definitely two of them. And they didn't come together as a pair and work together as they should have. So they're kind of like in regret for that. But you guys don't have to regret. And everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. But yeah, that was the story. So no, nobody was in the mountains. There wasn't a mountain getter for them. I know they said it was other stories about other girls passing there. I'm not sure about the other stories. But for their story specifically, they killed themselves. And they're not happy about it. They're still hard on themselves about it, okay? Still going through some things eternally in the spiritual realm. I guess you can still feel that like you let someone down, and that's what they're feeling. But they do feel free nonetheless. They have no baggage. They feel free. They're free to just do. They're free to do. Get in abundance. Like they don't have to worry about bills and rent and food, and like it's it's an abundance where they are. That's the energy that I'm getting. It's an abundance where they are. But that was the Kris Kreemer and Lisanne Froon story. Two girls, they went off hiking, and they never returned. Police took 4 days before even going out and searching for them, which led them to commit suicide. Led them to feel like they had nowhere, nothing. They was lost. They keep giving me to this tunnel, like they fell down the other side of a mountain somewhere. Like they fell down the mountain somewhere. Yeah, I'm getting like slid down, fell down the other side of a mountain on another side. And now they're free. And now they're free. I want to thank you guys so much for allowing me to tap into your energy. Um, and I would, there was nobody on the live today that tuned in for protection to protect you guys from the energy. I will close out the energy portal. I am closing out the portal now. Um, But yes, that was their story. I will do more stories. I have 2 or 3 more stories that was presented to me, so I'm gonna get their stories out of the way. Do those 3 stories for you guys. But yes, that was Krisanne and Kris and Lisanne. I put their names together. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Um, but Kris and Lisanne's story. I love you guys. If you guys know any more stories to do, just drop them in the comment section, and I got you guys. Make sure you guys share the live. Share the live. Like the live. It actually puts me in the algorithm, and it gives me the energy to just want to give you guys more. I love you guys, and y'all already know how we do over here on this channel, baby. As long as you move out of love, genuine love, you're going to always win. Peace.